Hi, this is Rick Merritt from EE Times. We're in Silicon Valley at the Connections Conference, and here with me today is Phil McKinney, the Chief Technology Officer of Hewlett-Packard's Personal Systems Group. And we're going to ask him a few questions about innovations in the computer space. Hi, Phil. Thanks for taking some time.
Glad to be here.
So, a couple of things I heard from you. First of all, you have this new Innovations Office in your group. Tell me about that. What is that?
Well, the Innovation Program Office, we actually launched it in March 2006, and its objective is to really go from idea to commercial product, and basically two areas. Adjacencies, where we can take a product to go after new customers, or create new products to go after existing customers, or fundamentally go into new areas. New products going to new customers. And it's really about how do you accelerate going from idea to commercial product. And it really gives a forum for HP employees and outside partners to submit ideas. We do kind of very creative funding mechanisms and really drive that through all the way through the whole process and get those products on the shelves as quickly as possible.
Good example or two of something that you've run through there?
Yeah, so some of the products that have graduated from the IPO would be things like our Blackbird 002, our gaming PC that we launched last September. More recently would be the Voodoo Envy ultra-thin notebook, the 0.7 inch, the thinnest notebook out there in the market, came through the IPO office. So those would be some of the examples. We've graduated probably about 4 or 5 products since the IPO started. And the objective is to do 2 products a year that come through the Innovation Program Office and that we accelerate and bring those into the marketplace.
Now, I also heard you talking about taking engineers, taking designers, and stationing them in the countries where you want to have the products targeted at. What's that about?
Well, it started off as an experiment where we said, there are certain unique needs, particularly in the high growth markets, such as India and China and Brazil. And so what we did was we did an experiment, for instance, in India, where we moved design teams, and we actually moved manufacturing into India. So we actually did a design in country and build in country. So rather than saying that some engineer back in California could think about what the real need is of a product that, for some consumer in, middle of India, put the designers, put the engineers, put the manufacturing process much, much closer. And therefore, we can also reduce the cycle time. We reduce all the handoffs and trade-offs. Everything is done right there. You keep the team small. You keep them focused. And for us, it's really about getting much closer to the customer and delivering the technologies that they need, not the technologies just because it's cool to have technology.
Now, how broadly are you going to do that? Is that just sort of a niche phenomena, or how broad is that going to happen?
Well, we've continued to expand this. So it's, we started it off in one country with one product. Now we're expanding it. We're doing it in China. We're doing it in India. So we're looking to do this on a much broader scale. You can't do it for every country, just for scales of the economies just don't support that.
Right.
But in high growth areas where we have enough scale, we can get enough focus, and where we think we can do something that's differentiated, that satisfies the unique needs for that market, we're going to do that.
Yeah. Okay, so last question. What do you consider the burning technology issues for you in the personal system space these days?
Well, the technologies that I think are the biggest challenges for us, and we actually are looking for partners and people with great ideas on, one would be battery technologies. Yeah. Battery technologies continue to be the challenge. I get Moore's Law marching along, but I'm only getting about 10% improvement in battery densities every year. So batteries is a key challenge for us. The other is in the wireless space. One area that, at least my personal observation is, where there's not enough R&D going in, is in the smart antennas. So if you think about an HP notebook that has both Wi-Fi and 3G technologies in it, I'm mounting all those antennas behind the LCD display.
Yep.
I have to mount 5, 7, 9 different antenna packages into that display. And as I put more and more radios into those technologies, as I try to get to this ubiquitous network experience, this always connected model, I need more and more antennas in there so that the device can be seamless across all those access. And what's really lacking is what we haven't been able to find is some really great breakthrough research that's occurring in kind of that next generation of smart antennas that allow us to take all these different access means and get that package down to a much smaller size.
Great. Okay. Well, Phil McKinney from HP, thanks a bunch for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.